The lockdown was very successful in taking the numbers down of new COVID infections at the beginning of it, but it looks like the numbers start to have plateaued at around 10,000 cases. And that's problematic because when President Macron laid out his deconfinement plan at the end of November, one of the milestones was reaching a number of COVID cases of 5,000 a day. And that's when I think the track and trace system is efficient to keep the epidemic at a containable level. But we are at 10,000. So we heard yesterday from Jérôme Solomon, the chief medical officer in France, saying that the situation is worrying and that there's a tough winter ahead. So now that raises the question of what will happen on December 15th. That was a date when all restrictions of movement were meant to be lifted for people to allow to get together for Christmas. And that is a question about whether this will happen. Remember that just about 10 days ago, non-essential shops reopened, but everything else stayed in place. Everything else remained shut. Restaurants and bars not expected to reopen until the middle of January. So now there will be a special cabinet meeting tomorrow to reassess whether things can reopen on December 15. Now it's unlikely that the government will ban people from getting together at Christmas, but things like museums, cinemas, theaters were expected to reopen December 15th. There's a question about whether this will go ahead. Also, a curfew was supposed to come into place on December 15th at 9 p.m. and now there's the possibility that it will be put earlier at 5 p.m. instead to try and control these numbers, because the authorities are very concerned. They see what happened with Thanksgiving in the US, pushing the numbers of new COVID infections. They're worried of people getting together at Christmas. There's a lot of talk of a potential third wave in the country. So the authorities are very nervous and keeping an eye and potentially extend some of the restrictions to come closer to Christmas.